Greetings, brothers and sisters. My name is Steve Muhammad, and you are watching Refuge Depot. We are doing this program in two parts. The first part, we're going to help you to understand what items you may need to survive a blackout in the winter, how to stay warm, how to cook your food, and so forth. The second part, we're going to go into the spiritual side of what's taking place today. Many times you'll watch these survival videos and they'll give you the techniques on how to survive, but they won't go into the why. And we're going to go into that on part 2. So let's get right into it. Winter is right around the corner. Are you ready? Do you have the items necessary to survive if the power goes out during the winter? Is your family ready to do what's necessary to survive? If you answer no to any of these questions, then we urge you to watch this video complete to the end to understand the serious possibility of a power outage and steps you can take and items you can purchase to survive. Let's start off with the old Farmer's Almanac. Many of us have heard of the old Farmer's Almanac, but what you may not know is that they've released its official predictions for winter 2021 and 2022, dubbing the upcoming months a season of shivers. The Old Farmer's Almanac editor, Janice Stillman, said in a statement, "This coming winter could well be one of the longest and coldest that we've seen in years." She also went on to state that it will be punctuated by positively bone-chilling, below average temperatures. The country maintains 3 power grids shared between 328 million people across nearly 7 million miles of transmission and distribution lines. These are the Western and Eastern interconnections and the Texas interconnection. U.S. power grid is an interconnected system of generating plants, wires, transformers, and substations that keep the lights on for homes, offices, and factories. So without a fully functioning and secure power grid, the economy would collapse. Yet it is poorly maintained. During the Texas blackout, 24-hour cold winter shelters popped up. Now, you have to ask yourself, do you want to take yourself or your family into these shelters during a pandemic where social distancing will all be but impossible? This is why this is so serious that you should prepare now to make your home a sanctuary and not a cemetery. We're going to go into just a few other situations that can cause the power grid to go down, and then we're going to get right on into items that you should have and how you can prepare your home and your family in case the power goes out during this winter. Let's look at some of these other situations where the power grid can go down. Cyber attack. As you know and have heard of in the news, that hospitals, schools, and even water treatment plants have been hit by cyber attacks, where the cyber predators held hostage medical records, the electricity and other vital things that these facilities needed to operate, and would not release them until a ransom was paid. There is the electromagnetic pulse attack, or what's called an EMP. Now, this electromagnetic pulse attack can be a weapon that any other country can drop over a city. America itself is working on these EMP devices. And if you're not familiar with what these are, you may remember in the movie Matrix, they used an EMP device to disable the machines that were attacking the humans. A solar storm, or what you might call a solar flare. It's also called a CME. And this is where it acts somewhat similar to an EMP, but this comes from the sun and is a electromagnetic flare, if you will, that comes out of the sun and can hit the earth and knock out electrical devices, fry them to where they may not be operational for some amount of time. In some cases, scientists are saying that these CMEs could throw the country and the world back into the Stone Ages. Another one, of course, is the heat or the cold, both of which people are turning on their heaters at the same time, which causes the power plants to be overloaded and to shut down, or they're turning on the air conditioners. And that also is an influx of power causing the electrical plants to shut down. And then last, of course, there is a terrorist attack. And there have been instances where either a domestic or a foreign agent attacked a power plant, shooting at the transformers and the other devices that are needed to keep the power on, causing serious damage. And these are all some instances where the power could go out and not come back on for some amount of time. And if this happens in the winter, this can be, of course, devastating for those who are not prepared.
On yours. Let me tell you something. If you don't give justice to us, you will lose everything you got, including your life, because God now said he's ready to fight you for our deliverance. And he told me to tell you, you don't have no fight against the forces of nature. I know you say it's global warming. No, brother and sister, there is global warming. It's true. And man and woman have done something to produce a warming. But what you seeing, that ain't global warming, baby. That's the judgment of God. And so I'm here to tell you that I come to you, but I got backup. I don't have no aircraft carrier. But he already told me what he's going to do with the 6th and 7th Fleet. You squeeze me a little, and I'll tell you a little more. You're going to be free. Free in the Caribbean, because he won't be able to exercise nothing on you. Did God move through the Caribbean? Because he don't want you down there sunning and thinking you're going to have a paradise. So he tear up your paradise. And you got to get up off of tourist dollars and go to school and learn that there's wealth right up under your foot. And we can take the whole Caribbean and make a nation out of it with wealth and power.
we would like for you to give this program a thumbs up. That will help us with our YouTube algorithms, that will allow it to be seen by more people. We also want you to share this program with your family, your friends, your associates, your loved ones, because we believe that this program may save your life as well as the life of your loved ones.